Rest in peace to one of the greatest to ever do it, Miss Dolly Parton. Now, yes, we know she's known for the big hair, amazing voice, and lovely smile. But what most people forget is how smart of a businesswoman she was, and also how many millions she impacted. So I'm going to use this video to remind everyone. Before all the fame and the money, she was a humble girl from Tennessee. In reality, she grew up very poor. Her mum and dad had 12 children, and she talks about the many times they didn't have any food or hot water. But there's one thing she did have. That was a love and an ability to write songs. And young Dolly would write and write and write until she caught the attention of her uncle. This is where she realized she could write songs for other people. They created their own publishing company called Opar. And whilst everyone else was trying to get a record deal, Dolly was thinking, I'm going to retain ownership. Remember what I said about being smart? Then she met Porter Wagoner. This guy ran his own TV show and told Dolly, come on, why don't you come with me? We'll run the show together and make it a huge success. And that's what they did. Until after a while, Dolly realized that, she wanted to do her own thing. And although Porter wasn't super happy about it, the strong lady that she was, she stuck to her guns. And do you know what she ended up writing next? Yep, I Will Always Love You. I bet you thought Whitney Houston wrote that song, but no, she didn't. It was Dolly Parton. In fact, this song made Dolly Parton over $10 million just because Whitney had sung it. And that's because she kept ownership of her publishing. She wasn't even prepared to give it away to Elvis Presley, which is a whole nother story in itself. From this point, Dolly Parton just went from strength to strength, writing hits like 9 to 5, Jolene, and so many others. She became so successful, she was able to open her own theme park called Dollywood. Absolutely insane. But just when you thought she would just use the money and become another billionaire, she said no. She looked back to her home, Tennessee, and she started creating all of these different programs to help millions and millions of people, like Imagination Library. She gave out millions of books to children for free. Her People Fund, where she would give away money to families that were struggling. And also, let's be brutally honest, if it wasn't for Dolly Parton, we most definitely wouldn't have a Miley Cyrus. And so Dolly, rest in peace. Thanks again for all you've done for the world. And if you've got a favorite song of Dolly Parton or something that she's done that's impacted your life, then just put it in the comments below. Let's show her some love.